Okay, now that we've done the lab safety foldables, we open our notebook, we have Unit 1 Science Skills, we have our lab safety equipment, we have our two different interactive activities. We're going to move on to our next page in our notebook, so you're going to open up to a fresh page. We're leaving this side blank for additional notes, and what we're going to do today is the Lab Tools Basics foldables. So you should have two of them. You should have one that has the microscope on it, and you should have one that has the apron on it. We're going to do both of these in our notebooks today. So let's get started by cutting out the foldable itself. Again, we're cutting along this thick black line here. Okay, the solid line, that's where you're cutting. And go ahead and do that for me on both handouts. So on the Lab Tool Basic handout and the Lab Equipment Basic handout, you're cutting out both of them along those thick black lines. Okay, once you have the two cut out, we are going to start with the sheet that has the microscope on it. So you can put that other sheet to the side for now. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to fold along the dotted lines. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold each side in just like this. Okay. So what you have now is kind of this trifold piece of paper. What you're going to do is you're again going to cut along those solid lines. Okay, so that you'll have a flap for each piece of equipment we have here. So go ahead and do that now for me, please. Okay, once you have that cut, you should have a nice flap for each one of these pieces of equipment. What we're going to do is we're going to flip it over so that the back is face up. It says place glue here. That's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to take your glue stick and you are going to place glue where it says to place the glue. Then flip it back over, leave yourself enough space for a title up here, and glue it down into your notebook. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to turn the page. Again, leaving that one side blank in case we need extra room for notes. We're going to take the foldable, the cutout that we did with the apron on it, and we're going to do the same thing we did as the last foldable. So right along those dotted lines there, you're going to fold. And then you're going to cut along those solid black lines again to make those flaps. So go ahead and do that now. Once you have those cut along those solid lines, you'll have those flaps again. And again, we're going to flip it over to the back. And where it says place glue here, that's where we're going to place our glue. Flip it back over, leave enough space for a title, and glue it down into your notebook. If you like to label your notebook, and I recommend that you do, these two pages can be labeled Lab Tools and Equipment, because that's what we're talking about here. As always, please make sure you clean up your scraps, and I'll see you in class.